Assalamualaikum friends, I am Mahek Fatima welcoming you all to my YouTube channel. So friends, hope you are all doing good and you are all safe in your homes. Okay, in this session we are going to discuss about planning, which is one of the chapter in business study of 12th commerce stream. So friends, before going to start this video, I would recommend you that if you are facing any low quality during this video, then just few steps in which you can increase the quality of this video so that you will not get the blurry vision. Okay, so when you click on this video, you will have 3 dots at the right top of this video. Hope you are all familiar with that. Okay, once you click the 3 dots, you will get options like playback speed and quality. Some other options will be in watch in VR. There are few options. In that you click on quality. The quality which is highest among available, like in my mobile I have 1080p. That's the highest quality of my mobile. If you have 720p also, you can click on that. 720p 80, you can go with that, so it will give a clear proper vision. Okay, so guys, let's start. So planning, first of all, what is this planning? When you hear this word planning, there may be some you are all familiar with this word planning. Okay, what is this planning, what are the importance of this planning, and what are the scope of this planning, and why it is necessary? All these questions will be answered during this session. In this session, I will be discussing about the meaning of planning, about the importance of planning, and about the futures of planning. So stay tuned till the end of this video. If any doubt regarding or any inquiries you need about this chapter, you can comment me in the comment section and clear your doubts. And there are few chapters like business environment, nature and significance, principles of management. These videos have been already uploaded. You can go through my homepage and watch that videos too. So guys, without wasting time, let's start with our session. So planning. First of all, planning is deciding in advance. In future, what we are going to do, that we have to decide in advance. That is, we have to plan the way that how we have to do a particular task. Okay. In this, I have given some star points. What to do, how to do. Here itself we can come to know. Planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, and there are still star points like when to do and who is to do that. Okay, this is not much necessary, so I did not mention them here. So now let me read this definition of planning given here. See, planning is setting objectives for a given time period, formulating various courses of action to achieve them, and then selecting the best possible alternative from among the various courses of action available. Okay, first of all, when you hear this planning word, we have to set some objectives. Objective in the sense goals or future any event. When you plan for an event, for conducting an event, you have to plan. Without planning, you cannot conduct any event or any program. So planning is very necessary in our daily life. Okay. So first we have to set objective for how much, within how much period of time we have to accomplish that goal. By considering that, we have to set the objective. We have to formulate, means we have to create different ways for achieving that goal. And then among that various various ways created by us, among that you have to select the one which has less disadvantage and more advantage. See, I repeat, less disadvantage and more advantage. Depending on that, you have to select the alternative from the various courses of action that you have created. Okay. This is the simple definition of planning. Please don't get confused. Planning is, it is like a bridge from where we are and where we want to reach. It is like a bridge from where we are and where we want to reach. Okay, 3 main points you have to remember is planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, or else if they ask any for 1 mark, you can just go through the definition as mentioned here, or you can refer to the one which is given by your respective teacher. Now let's move to the importance of planning. Okay, there are 6 importance of planning. First, let me read out it. Planning provides direction. The first importance of planning is planning provides direction. The second one is planning reduces risk of uncertainty. The third one, planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. The fourth is planning promotes innovative ideas. The fifth is planning facilitates decision making. And the last but not the least, sixth point is planning establishes standards for controlling. Okay, these are the importance of planning. Let's discuss it one by one. So planning provides direction. What is this? How planning will provide direction for us? Why it is necessary, after all, why it is necessary to plan for us? These all questions will be answered through the importance of planning. See, when we state our goals, that what we have to achieve, we will decide the ways how we have to work for achieving that goals. Okay, in that sense, when in an organization or in a firm, when employees are clearly stated that what the organization wants to achieve and what the employees have to do for achieving those goals, it provides direction for employees. Okay, so that the goals dreamt about, the goals which the organization is dreaming, it can be achieved easily when it is clearly stated to the employees and they know what are the duties they have to perform. It is like guiding. They act as a guide for deciding what action should be taken and in which direction. Okay, hope so you have understood this. The next is planning reduces risk of uncertainty. Oh, uncertainty here, the word uncertainty. Listen here, in the word itself we come to know what is this uncertainty. First of all, unpredictable things are a risk which is going to occur in future. See, planning helps a manager in an organization. Planning helps a manager to just predict about future happenings. I'm not saying what they predict it is going to occur. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you just predicting what will happen, what may happen. Suppose we can predict like tomorrow the weather, tomorrow rain will come, or after few hours the rain will come. Like that we'll predict. No, in that sense, it is predicting. So planning helps the manager to look ahead and anticipate changes by deciding in advance the tasks to be performed. Planning shows the way to deal with changes and uncertain events. Okay, in future, some other day when your school or college is conducting some program, at that time while planning, your staff, your management, or the person who is responsible, he may plan that there will be causes of coming rain, so that they can arrange some proper area where or cover the area with proper suitable things, so that they can protect from being getting it is uncertain thing, right? So it's just the way that, guys, planning reduces risk of uncertainty. By planning in present itself, we can prevent the future happening, not completely, but for certain extent you can control the future events or uncertainty which may occur. Okay, this was about planning reduces risk of uncertainty. The next is planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. See, overlapping and wasteful activities in the sense like there will be a different departments, divisions in an organization. What does planning do is planning will integrate or coordinate the efforts of different departments so that there will be no confusion among them. They know that this particular department is responsible for this work and the other marketing department is responsible for marketing, finance department is responsible for financing, and sales department is responsible for sales reports. Okay, by planning we can reduce the overlapping and wasteful activities. That's about how planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. The next is planning promotes innovative ideas. Yes. See, planning is first primary function of management. There are still 4 functions which are after the planning. So first the primary function is planning. When you plan, you can create the innovative ideas. You can create new things. You can innovate new ideas for accomplishing the goals of the organization. See, it is a challenging activity. Planning is challenging activity as it is guiding about future actions which will help to grow the business. So, even if your planning will only help to growth of the organization. Are you getting my point? See, when you plan, when you create new ideas while planning, it will help for the growth of the organization. That's how planning promotes innovative ideas. The next is planning facilitates decision making. Obviously, when you plan, you have to look into the future and you have to make choice from various actions available. At that time, the manager who is responsible, he has to check each and every alternative, that which alternative has more pros and cons, which are more advantages or disadvantages. Based on that, he has to take decision. So planning helps the managers, or planning facilitates decision making in this way. The next is planning establishes standards for controlling. See, planning is the first function of management and controlling is last, but it is not the least. Okay, planning is first function and controlling comes after the controlling is the fifth function of management. As planning involves setting of objectives, they have like benchmarks. Up to this level we have to achieve. They have the plan that we have to achieve. This is our benchmark and we have to achieve our goals up to this level. And while controlling, it is like to see that what the work is getting done is as per planned. What they are doing is going according to what they have planned. Okay, so this is about the 6 importance of planning. Hope you have understood. Any doubt regarding this, please comment me and clear your doubts. The next is futures of planning. Yeah, here futures of planning. There are 7 futures of planning. First, let me read out it for you. Planning focuses on achieving objectives. Planning is a primary function. Planning is pervasive. Planning is continuous. Planning is futuristic. Planning involves decision making. Planning is a mental exercise. So guys, let's go from the beginning by giving some explanation about each of the future of planning. First of all, future means don't get confused like they have mentioned in textbook future and now they are asking about nature. nature, future are everything same, but you have to concentrate like which are the significant and importance are same. Familiar words, different words that give the same meaning. Okay, so don't get confused. Futures means scope of planning. So first is planning focuses on achieving objectives. Obviously, when an organization is set up, it has some goals. In order to achieve that goals, they have to set some goals. After setting that goals, they have to build the ways for achieving that goals. Means step what they have to do, what are the actions they have to perform, that they have to mention or they have to state to the peoples so that they can achieve their goals. See, planning, only if we plan and if we didn't convert it into action means it has no meaning. Planning will be meaningless until we convert it into action. Okay, just if you plan and sit, then it's of no meaning. It is actually meaningless. So after planning, you must try to accomplish what you have planned and achieve your goals. Okay, so the next function of planning is a primary function. So the next feature of planning is a primary function. Primary function in the sense it is the first function of management. After planning, we come across staffing, organizing, directing and controlling. As planning is a primary function of management, it lays as basis, means it is a base for other functions of the management or the organization. The organization, in order to achieve its goal, it has to perform all these functions. First, it has to plan, then it has to organize, then it has to ascertain about the staff, then it has to direct, and at last it has to control. And after controlling, it again comes to the same cycle of planning. Okay, so the next feature of planning is pervasive. Pervasive in the sense planning is required at all levels and at all departments and all divisions. It is not like it is particularly applicable for top management. It is applicable to all the management levels and of all the departments. For example, the top management will plan for the organization, for the entire organization. The top management is responsible for planning. And the middle level management, that is at the department, they plan for the departmental goals to be achieved. And the lowest level of management, they plan their day-to-day routines. For that purpose, they will plan. But the scope of planning will differ from level to level. You have to remember this. Planning is applicable or required at all levels, all dimensions and all departments. But the scope of its applicability depends on the division or department or level of management. The next is planning is continuous. See, this is similar to planning is a primary function because planning is a continuous process. When you plan for a particular period or for a week, for a month or for a quarter or for half year or for a complete year, after completion of that particular period, you have to plan for the next period. It is not like after completing that particular time you stop planning. You have to continue it. Based on this, it is said that planning is continuous. The next is planning is futuristic. Futuristic in the sense by the word itself you can think that planning helps in predicting the future. What are the future things the organization wants to achieve? It can be done only through planning. Planning means helps the managers peeping into the future, and they have to make sure that the goals of the organization are achieved as per the plans in effective and to the best of the organization. So this is planning is futuristic. The next is planning involves decision making. The same thing which we have learned in importance of planning. Hope you remember. Planning facilitates decision making. Yes, here it is similar. Planning involves decision making. A manager has to choose the best or should decide the best among various alternative courses available for them, because they have to evaluate each and every alternative. They have to find out which will give them the best. So by depending on that, they have to select the course which they want to accomplish in their goals in order to achieve them. So this is planning involves decision making. The last is planning is a mental exercise. Obviously, planning is not a physical activity. It is a mental activity, that is, it is a process of thinking. The one who plan, they have to take the decision logically and systematically. They are not supposed to take the decision on their own will and wish, because it may affect the organization. So the person who is planning should have some creativity in their mind and should take the decision logically and systematically. So these are the features of planning. So guys, we have come to the end of this session. In this video, we have discussed the meaning of planning, importance and features of planning. The next few topics of this chapter will be discussed in the later on videos. If you like my explanation, please like my video, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to get the latest notification of my videos. You can comment me how my videos are helping for you, or you can suggest me the way in which I have to upload the videos as per. Even if you want any topic which I have to explain, you can comment me in the comment section. Share with your friends and family members so the needed one feel happy. As this is a pandemic situation, I suggest you all to take care of yourself and your family. Take care. Bye bye. Khuda Hafiz.